Hey guys, what's going on? We're going to be going over the tower attack side today. We'll just be taking Thermite and Thatcher for every single site on this map, except for possibly you can skip it on T. You can sometimes take Habana instead of Thermite, but I'd still probably recommend taking a Thermite as well on the gift shop as well. But honestly, this is the biggest problem. No one takes Thermite and Thatcher on these maps. You take Thermite and Thatcher on these maps, and life becomes a lot easier. Jackal's great here. Buck's great here. Or Sledge. Somebody with nades. It really doesn't matter who. Ash, even if you want to. But basically, all you need to do is blow up wire and get rid of the mute jammers and bandit charges, and your life becomes a lot easier. And almost all of these sites become very, 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 very takeable. So we'll wait for prep time to finish up. We'll attack the media center first because that's where pretty much everybody ends up going. Common misconception, most people spawn north side and try to attack this one wall right here. While you can do that, as I showed in the defense guide, you can see forward from here if people are actually properly using this. All that kind of good stuff, right? And you can get flanked from over here even if you're watching it. So the spot that I'm going to recommend for most people to go is either to, if you don't have a Thermite, for whatever reason your team didn't take one, this is probably your best bet, is to throw smoke and try to plant this corner and cover. But ideally, you want to take Thatcher and Thermite and take control and repel into the south side and take control of this. I just call this gold. There's a stack of gold on the table, and open these two walls. Once these walls are open, life gets really, really, really bad really fast for all of these defenders, and you could just sit here and plant, and you could even get extra scummy if you want to, and you could put a Blackbeard behind this table, and as you can see, this is all bulletproof, so good luck. Good luck winning once there's a Blackbeard holding this angle and teammates are covering flanks. You know, it's pretty much over at that point with their pushing up. I mean, you can see the angles that you'll have, and most people will make a rotate hole over here. So, I mean, you can sit behind this as well. This is also bulletproof, so you can just crouch right here if you want to and play this long angle. Lots of options, but this is my preferred way, I think, to get over here. If you want, you could take control of the elevator as well. While you're repelling in the windows, you know, obviously get drones to be placed in here, but you need control of like these offices back here, which sometimes can be easy, easier said than done. But once you have control and you can Thatcher these walls, and Thermite these walls, it is pretty much over. It is very, very difficult for somebody to retake after this, and stop the bomb. The take that everybody normally does would be to like whip a Thatcher grenade at this wall. Ideally, if Thermite or Thatcher's even taking Thermite this wall, clear out everybody and plant here. And that's another option as well. And you can watch from above, watch the flanks while your Thermite's going over here. You can also get this wall open by throwing grenades over, killing the bandit if there is one. Like I said, I think the best way to take from over here is from the south entrance over here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll kind of cover this site. The biggest thing is not to get caught up on roamers. Like, really don't worry about chasing the roamers. You want this area for company reception, and you want all of these back offices. That's it. Anything else, you don't really need. You need to make sure you're not being pushed from, like, you know, that's why I said it's good to take control, like, maybe come from the elevator to cut off all the rotates, open up these hatches, just for pressure. Maybe have a jackal scan all their feet if they're roaming, and, you know, get bombed down, cover plant. We are going to head to the, we're going to head down to the bird room next. Okay, we are going to head down to the bird room. Once again, Thatcher, Thermite. These are the important operators to take here. If you want, you can take a Habana additionally in case they reinforce the hatches. Jackal to kind of get rid of some roamers, help you out. Like, Jackal's great on this. On any site, Jackal's amazing on this map. Like I went over in the defense guide, this map is won and lost by, the roam game, basically. You can take Twitch here. if you want to as well. Not a bad operator because you can go through the drone hole and catch some mute jammers if people are off guard. You know, catch some people off guard, catch their mute jammers, bandits, whatever it may be. You can also take smokes. Once again, Jackal works for that. Cap, glass. You can do. I'm gonna show you guys 2 different takes for this site that I think are both. Well, we'll go over a few, but 2 main ones I think that work best. The biggest one that the best take honestly for this site is to just get full control over here. Like really all you need is to come down here and kind of just drone out these areas, make sure you're not getting flanked. Have somebody sit on the staircase over here, maybe, you know, it can even be your Thatcher or something covering you. And Thatcher this wall. The only way to really hold this room, this is one of the more popular sites in rank, is to put mute jammers on the back wall. Half the time this site works because people don't even take thermite. If you take thermite and Thatcher and you Thatcher this wall, I mean, this is just a nightmare. You can kind of see what I'm talking about by having all these walls open. How much vision you get here. It is absolutely ridiculous, and the fact that people don't take thermite or Thatcher here is why this site is won lost constantly. So take a thermite, take a Thatcher, gain control over here, droning all this up here, everything here. Jackal is great. Like I said, too, can save a lot of time, especially in ranked where maybe you don't want to drone that all out. And open up this wall, and you can plant. A good spot to plant is if you have somebody sitting at the kitchen window, you can just plant behind here. This also gives you a really good angle to cover from stairs once the bomb is actually down. Alternatively, you can take from the east side as well. You can open up either the left or the right side. Once again, Thatcher thermite and plant in the corner right here. Capitao is pretty good here too because you could smoke off the doorway. If they have mirrors, you could shoot the Capitao bolt right at the mirror. This side as well, and just plant. Either side is fine. I would generally try to plant on this right side, just because it's harder for people to throw C4 at you. They're like running through. Or like to throw a smoke grenade at you, sorry, from like kitchen. They can throw C4 probably a little bit easier, but if you have somebody by the kitchen window over there, it'll be difficult for them to do so. I don't like the right side if I'm going with this now. You do have an option 3. You do have an option 3 as well, which we'll go over right now. And that's to go through the hatch fast. So this is we didn't take a thermite, and we're screwed because it's ranked and no one wants to take a thermite. So we're gonna open the hatch, kitchen. Hopefully they're not reinforced because once again, no. And hopefully we have some smoke grenades now with our Jackal or something. You'll smoke down here and just run in the corner and get the plant down like fast and dirty. If you have a glass, even better. You can have the glass looking through the smoke, drop with them, look through the smoke. This is almost always suicide if the team actually knows what's happening because they'll just start spraying in the smoke, throwing C4, etc. And worst comes to worst, you can push through reception. They won't have enough reinforcements for this wall, so you can buck out this wall or just like shoot it open and just try to take like one-on-one gunfights as well as pushing through the kitchen at the same time. This is what happens 9 times out of 10 in ranked. 9 times out of 10 in ranked, you got one guy pushing the window and kind of coming through the hatch, and then there's a guy like there's a couple people over here in reception. Once again, this makes this site completely useless is if you actually take a thermite and Thatcher, which once again no one's going to for some reason. I don't know why, but hopefully this guide will promote that a little bit more. Thermite Thatcher, open the wall. Site becomes one of the worst, if not the worst, on the map. So it is easy to roam on this site though, which is a plus for defense. But that about covers it for this site. We are going to go over the tea room next. Okay, we're gonna go over the tea room now. For this site, it's definitely good to take. You can take either a thermite or a Habana here. You don't have to take thermite. I'd probably just recommend taking Habana. Higher fragging capabilities, I think, and a Thatcher again. Really, like I said, all the other ops don't really matter. Like I said, Jackal's very good all over this map. Cap, Zofia, I think having a Cap or a Zofia anywhere on this map is pretty good to help you get down plants with how good smokes are right now. So we will kind of go over this. So good thing to do, kind of get your drones down there so you have like an idea of what's happening before you go in. Also good as well, just general rule of thumb, to pre-place drones on flanks. This way if you're dead, if you die like going in, you can at least watch a drone and help your team out while you're dead. So a lot of times we'll go over like the, we'll talk about like I think the best way to kind of go about this site is, so a lot of people they'll drop down through the hatch over here. They'll drop down through the hatch over here and just try to plant, which if this wall's closed, very bad. So this wall needs to go. This is the wall that you'll be getting. You can hub on it, or you can hub on it, or you can thermite it, whatever you choose. But it's hard to do. There's actually a bandit there, which most of the time there isn't. They normally will pre-place like a mute jammer or a bandit charge, and then the bandit will go roam. You can get some good angles on it from all the way over here, so you can honestly just shoot this with like a regular gun, but I'm opening it with buck so you can kind of see the angles that I'm talking about. So if they're trying to hold any of that down, you can kind of see it from far back in the store without going in and being exposed to the person who's probably behind the bar. So you open this wall, you can plant right here if you want to. Ideally, wouldn't really want to do that. You just want to get the control of this so they can't play right here. And then you can get control of these back halls and stuff over here. Obviously, once again, jackal drones. Get everybody out. You can hop in here, and now that you have control of that, you can actually plant here safely without worrying, and then watch the bomb from the hatch above. Or you don't have to go for the hatch if you don't want to. You can leave it closed, and you could just walk in through the door and plant. A little bit riskier because if you're walking in through the door like this, you know, if these walls are open at all, like people can peek you. But that's why we have this open, so they can't as easily. But yeah, you just can smoke plant here. Most of the time, this wall will be reinforced. I would say 9 times out of 10. So you can just kind of play in here, try to get people back up to the hatch, and you can play on the half all over here. Kind of stop people from going in. This site is a lot of direct gunfights and people roaming. Now, alternatively, there's a lot of people that will just try to jump through these windows, drop down here. I don't really like the idea of taking from here, because this is not the bomb site, this is not the bomb site, this is the bomb site, this is the bomb site right here, but you're at a huge disadvantage if somebody's behind the bar here. You can kind of get them out with nades, so you can chuck a nade through this spot right here. I'll show you where that lands. But most people will be smart. They'll just move up a few feet and pump you with a shotgun, say if it's a smoke when you come in. You can also thermite out this wall, which will require you to get very, 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 very little control. You just go through the elevator, have somebody sit at the reception desk over here, and you can either Habana or thermite this wall right here and have somebody kind of at the doorway or at the window throw a smoke grenade down and try to plant inside the smoke. Very risky, but if you don't have a lot of utility, and just another option, I suppose, because it's an unexpected plant spot. This is a really solid object, so you won't get shot through it. These are solid as well, as you can see what's going through. Yeah, you can plant here pretty easily. The problem comes more from these like crossfires over here, so that's why you want to make sure you have a smoke grenade if you're going to do this. It'll be pretty unexpected. Most people just assume it's like a glass or something. It'll probably just throw people off too, because plants here, everyone goes for the hatch drop and the plant over there, or maybe in rare cases we'll actually open this wall and go for a plant over here. When you plant, your head does go down, so you kind of hide behind this wall, and the plants block the vision of it. So you can go right in here, and you can like plant kind of on the edge right here if you want to. You go wall here. It's a decent spot to plant as well. All in all, not too bad of a site for defense. It's a huge pain for attackers to go for, because for the roamers and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right, so just a couple different ideas. The standard hatch drop, like I said, for the you know, just smoke and plant, quick and dirty. If you don't have any, it's like the ranked way. I guess what most people are doing in ranked right now. If the wall's reinforced, ideally, like I said, try to open this wall, plant there later, or you can go for the bar plant. All those pretty good. And we will go over the final site, which is the gift shop. Okay, final site is the gift shop. I would definitely recommend taking a Habana and a Thatcher here, probably more importantly than any of their operators. Thermite, also good here. You don't have to take him as much unless you're going to go for more of like a gallery side take, which then I would say definitely to take him. Blackbeard's really good here. Jackal again. Tap's really good. You can burn people out of a lot because there's not a lot of spots to sit here. Anything with grenades, also great. So let's head down to the site. One kind of important thing to do, remember when attacking the site, is just be really careful of people throwing C4 through these hatches or through the elevator. Anywhere else, trying to cheese you. So if you're dropping down the side over here, people might try to throw C4 up. If you are running on here, people will try to throw C4 up. If you are vaulting over this railing, people will try to throw C4 up. A lot of times with an Ela mine there. So like, just be aware. Also, if you're rappelling in any of these lower windows too, you can be shot off. Same with the other side on the south. So easiest way to kind of go about this site is probably to just open like 2 of the panels with thermite or Habana. You can just open holes up with Habana. And bomb is normally right here. So you can come in, you can burn everybody out over here and possibly plant. If enough people are roaming, it depends. Like most of the time when I'm seeing people playing this site in ranked, they roam 4 people, literally. So it could be okay to just plant the door in ranked once again. If you really want to take the site like the correct, I guess there's no like perfect correct way, I suppose, right? But you can thermite this wall right here. And you can thermite this wall right here. If you thermite these 2 walls or ash them, if they're soft, they probably will be soft because it's ranked. I mean, these give you tons of awesome angles. Tons and tons and tons of awesome angles. You can also open up one of these walls, like maybe if you're doing a full gallery take, so you drop down the elevator, same thing. Be careful when you're swinging in. Get control of the offices. Get control of the gallery. Thermite these back walls. And then go for a gift shop plan afterwards. Once you have control of this, you can tuck all the way in this corner, plant here. Bulletproof again. Steel racking. You can just sit here and plant. Sit here and plant in the corner. Nice and easy. And you know, you'll have angles looking here. So if somebody tries to cross. Somebody tries to cross and run at your teammates, you have good, nice long angles to stop them. Alternatively, you can just open this side right here. Just the side right here. And you could open up, right here as well. So if you want to, this doesn't require you to take much, you know, really a lot of either, but you thermite this wall so that nobody can come through this hallway and push your teammates to the doorway. And then you thermite the wall over here so that they can't sit in the lantern room. And then you can just come in and plant behind the stork or something. Plant behind this. And, you know, there's not really anywhere they can go at this point. You have angles. You can sit on the, you know, you have angles from the stair, you know, if you want to, you can go a little further to the right. And you have angles all the way from the staircase looking at the bomb. So you can see all the way to the bomb where it would be planted right there. You can even separate. You can do 2 thermite charges and open this wall fully, and you could do a Habana. You can just do a Habana peek hole over here, so this way people can't use it to rotate on you in case they kill your flank watcher. So you can just do a peek hole here, and you could do, you know, a thermite hole over here, or you can do a peek hole over here and 2 peek holes over here. So this way, once again, you can't get rotated on. You can also plant here as well. Really safe spot to plant. This is ideally, personally, how I would take it, is opening this wall here, and opening the lantern wall over here, because these are the walls that everyone's going to reinforce. Maybe not the side wall, but this wall right here almost always will be reinforced. So good spot to thermite and just take control. I get the plant down behind like the owl here. I would try to do it from here if you're gonna play people over there though, so this way it's easier to watch from the doorway, and stuff like that. It's a little bit riskier of a plant, but I think it's worth it. But if you feel like you're trapped or whatever, you can always plant here as well. So that should about cover it, guys. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I do have a defense guide at the end of this video and in the description for the same map, as well as this is in the playlist for all of my other map guides. And thank you guys very, very much for watching. Hope you guys got something out of the video. If you did like it, subscribe for more content like this, and just thank you guys very much. And I'll see you guys in the next video.